Capricorn, how are you guys doing? I really hope that this reading finds you well. Welcome to your weekly reading back with me again, Anisa from Stereo. For those of you already in my channel, hello. And for those of you who haven't in a long time, welcome back. So as usual, this is going to be a relationship spread, meaning that you could always apply this with anyone in your life. It could be with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, exes, crushes, fiance, family members, anyone. I am basically just going to be picking up your relationship energy in general, all right? And don't forget to also check your sun, moon, or Venus sign, because for me personally, I realize that with my readings, I resonate much more with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign. Probably because my Venus is in the 8th house. I don't really know, but if it doesn't resonate, then it just doesn't resonate, all right? There's so many amazing, talented tarot readers out there for you to just click and watch. So, how have you guys been doing lately, Capricorn? You guys are frustrated in the past. Yep, because this is your overall energy. So you have here Six of Pentacles in reverse, you have the King of Swords, and then you also have the Queen of Pentacles. The more that we dive into the past, the more that we see why this is happening. Why is it that you guys became the King of Swords? And King of Swords is somebody who write down the list of sins or list of mistakes or list of disappointment that the other person have already felt, made towards you. So you really remember it deeply, and then you're like no longer wanting to put in any type of effort, no longer wanting to put in any type of focus or attentions or whatever. But I feel like you guys are kind of like either flexing, because this Queen of Pentacles, especially in this particular deck of mine, have this flex type of vibe, you know, kind of like flexing. And you're also trying to give assurance. If you, this is like the person that you still want to be dealing with, like you're still giving them like an assurance that you are reliable, that you're stable, that you're loyal, and da. But if you're done with this person, I feel like you no longer want to have a relationship that is just much more fun oriented or just like a one night stand. Like you really want a deep thing, because you feel like right now you guys are in a place where you're ready for a really great long-term type of commitment, if that makes sense. So what is challenging this relationship is that you have the Two of Wands, and then you also have the World card in reverse. So with this, the Two of Wands, as you can see in here, especially as the overall challenge, it means that one person is refusing to partake in collaborative activities to build the relationship from the ground up. Somebody who doesn't really want to go into the tiny gritty details of the relationship and do not want to collaborate hand in hand to build something from the ground up, as you can see here. And the World card in reverse talks about unresolved issue, unresolved arguments, or you could also be still not done completely over your past person. So it could go either way. So if it's like a long-term type of relationship, it is that because you have an unresolved issue that has to be solved. If this is like a new person, you still have unresolved emotional issue due to you still not be over your past person, regardless of, you know, if you think that you have, but there's still issues there in the subconscious part of you, okay? So what was happening in the past, it's like you guys are screaming at me because you're very talkative, you know. I usually just pulled 5 cards, but now we have 7, and this is to clarify your feelings. So from their part, they basically are just like the 4 of Cups and also the Sun card. So when they withdrew, when they withdrew, or when they're not really active in either chasing you or doing something for you, it's because they wanted to protect their feelings, because 4 talks about stable. It's something that they've known all along. So when every time they got hurt, they have a defense mechanism to protect their feelings. And I feel like this is exactly what they were doing in the past. And plus, they felt like they have not been taking care of themselves very well. So they're very much more focused on themselves. Like they could be going to the gym more, or they could be eating healthy food more. They could be, you know, delving into their passions more, but they really want to be doing activities that is much more self-focused rather than relationship focused. And why is that? Is because that's one of their coping mechanism or defense mechanism in order not to get hurt. And when they do this, you feel like this person is being really selfish. Because you have this Eight of Swords. And why is this person suddenly out of the blue? You know, it could be they're going cold towards you, or you feel that emotional detachment from them, or they could literally be cutting off communication with you. And you have this Eight of Swords, like, why is this person happening? And then sometimes it anchors you up. They were angry too, because you have the Emperor card in reverse in the center of your reading. So it means that it's the sound of the both people. So you're trying to show them something, they were trying to also show you something. So there's a message that is being implicitly trying to be conveyed here. Okay, so they're trying to convey a message implicitly, not out there in the open, by them detaching themselves, by them distancing themselves, and then you also, you know, you're trying to do or convey a message implicitly as well, because you do see a relationship with this person. You have the Hierophant card here. You feel that you've done all possible ways. You've done your part when it comes to this relationship, and there's this sense of frustration. Okay, why are you much more focusing on the activities that is much more self-focused rather than relationship focused? See how different this energy is. We got 3 cards, actually 4 cards. Ugh. I got small Asian hands, man. So how do I do this? Okay. All right. Okay, see how different is this? This is 4 of Cups, protecting, self-focused. You guys are worry sick. You guys are thinking yourself late at night. You guys are frustrated. You guys is relationship focused. You guys feel that you've done your part. Okay? So that's the past. So let's see what's going on in the now, in the present moment. Lima kartu masa sekarang. By the way, don't freak out if you hear me moderating like non-English word. It's just me asking question in Indonesia, which is my native language, all right? It's just like 5 card past, 5 card now. What does this card mean? Stuff like that. Like, don't freak out. It's not me speaking in tongue or enchanting voodoos or whatever. Gee. Lima kartu, because I got funny comments usually. Lima kartu masa sekarang. Now they have the 6 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, still very much protecting their heart chakra. 3 of Swords. Oh, my daughter is making a noise. She got her cousins here. 8 of Pentacles. So you guys are kind of like quite much more focused on your money too. So you're trying to escape your thoughts and you're trying to escape your shadow side by working more and more and more, by focusing much more on your money, because this relationship does introduces you to your shadow side. There's something about them that kind of like makes you crazy, because you have the Devil card right over here. And for some reasons, and I know that you're gonna not like this, but for some reasons, the pain of being in a relationship with them is kind of addictive for you. Because that's a Devil card, you know what I mean? Devil card is, when it comes, especially when it comes to a relationship, it's a relationship where it's so deep, or you liking a relationship that is so deep, but when things get stagnant, like there's something wrong with it. Therefore, you like a little bit of a pain in that relationship. And for some reasons, these pains is addictive to you. You're kind of like quite addicted to the pain right here. And you like something about them. Is either you like the drama, or you like how they physically look, or you like how they smell, or you like how you guys have sex, or you like how you kiss. But there is something, like one particular thing that you're really, really obsessed with this person. And this is one of the reasons why it's so hard to get your head out of them. It's because of that thing. This person, sorry, I thought it was an earthquake, because I felt a vibration. But anyway, because we just had like earthquake really, really big, and we had to run outside of the house. I think it was like, I don't know, I forgot how many Richter it was. But anyway, this person right now is still in the same vibe. 4 of Pentacles and also the 6 of Swords. They try to get you out of their head. They still have the 4 of Pentacles. So Four of Pentacles are still very, very stingy with their attention, with their focus, with their energy. You just feel it intuitively that they're kind of like quite detached. Even if you guys are still in communication with them, like you would still see and feel that this person is very, very detached from you. And you kind of like felt like they were being dragged to communicate with you, or they're being dragged to hang out with you. They're being dragged, you know. You kind of like felt it. And they kind of like give you the impression of that. Kind of want to know, because I'm nosy as hell. If you don't know that already. I mean, I got Mars and Scorpio, so yeah. And I have Capricorn stelliums too. Some nosy as hell. So, ini tuh kenapa sih nih si orang gini? Again, don't freak out. It's just me asking Indonesia. Kenapa sih ini orang kayak gini? Okay. So one of the reasons why okay, so you could be dealing with somebody with a Cancer placement, or it's just basically somebody who protect their feelings a lot. So in a way, that what is it that they want is that you to chase after them, you to convince them, you to be giving them a daily assurance that, you know, they mean the world to you and all those stuff. Because what it takes to get them to be not as attached as in the now is to make them see. It's pretty tough though. Like, even after you hurt them again, they're going to shut off again. Because that's their defense mechanism. And they have some sort of perception when it comes to you. Like, you're the fixer. You're the one, you would understand this. They see you, even if you're a woman, like they see you as a masculine figure who is like the fixer, who is the wise person, who would understand stuff and how things goes. You would do stuff for them with the 10 of Wands. So this is what they're expecting you to do, to basically do what you've done to them in the past in order for them to get them opened up again. But because this is a pattern, Capricorn, I feel like even if you've managed to talk things through with them and managed to be okay with them, like this has to stop. It's pretty unhealthy. Because every time there's a problem, they shut off. Every time there's a problem, they block their emotions. They became detached as a form of defense mechanism. It's not fair for you. Kartu masa depan. Ace of Swords, Princess of Pentacles, King of Wands, Princess of Chalices, Three of Cups. But I think things are going to get better in the future though, because this person will, it takes a while. I mean, you have the Eight of Pentacles, but it has to start from you first. So if you truly want this relationship to work, if you don't, then it's fine, just leave. But if you truly want to make this relationship work first, like you have the Eight of Pentacles, so it takes persistency, it takes kind of like quite a little bit of hard work to be making them open up and to get them to think. Yeah, because even when they think, they block out their emotions. Look how the moon is in the back. Okay, they think, they plan things out. They might be, planning to do something or write you a letter, offer, proposal, text, email, or whatever, but they're contemplating on it and they want to be thinking about it, in which is going to make you feel very, very happy. Okay? It's going to make you feel like a child again. Okay, but if you guys are in a period where you're not communicating with one another, it's fine. You don't have to communicate with them. Just focus much more on your work. But if you're still in communication, just do, the usual stuff, the routine stuff. And then in the future, like all of a sudden, when you least expect it. Like this person is just going to suddenly get into their head and then just be thinking about it, contemplating it, and start to write you something or offer you a proposal or whatever, which is going to make you happy. But just kind of like focus on what you're doing right now, okay? If that's truly what you want. But if you really want to move on from this person, if you're single, like single, you know what I mean? There's going to be a person coming into your way. I think it's going to be two people. The first one is going to be a little bit like an earthy type of person who probably works with accountings or planning stuff. They're much more like that. This person, you might see them as boring, but this person actually, it will start off as a friend first. Like you will see, oh my God, you're so exciting. I love being friends with you. I love hanging out with you. And then it will progress into something more. And then the second person that is going to come into your life is kind of like what has like a little bit of a bossy attitude. So this person would already have a good position in their career, or they're a business person or entrepreneurs. That person is a no good, okay? Remember, that person is no good. Why? Because this person, I just don't feel it, because you have the Nine of Cups in reverse in terms of this person. Like you're going to be kind of like quite codependent, and the King of Wands, especially in this particular deck of mine, as you can see, he has two people working in the back for him, right? So it just doesn't vibe well with me. It's better for you to be going with that Princess of Pentacles, somebody who is a planner or an accounting, or somebody who does HR for payroll. I'm getting all suffers thing. Or maybe you could actually be doing with somebody who's like an architect, you know, somebody who plans stuff. Somebody who is not really showy, like a good person, like a good boy or good girl type of stuff. You know what I mean? So that person is good for you, okay? So I think that's it from my reading if you're dealing with one person. So what happens if you're dealing with two people? Okay, so person A is somebody who drives you nuts because they were withdrawing themselves away from you. In the now, if you only have a relationship that is sexual based relationship with this person, I feel like this person is going to come back, but for sex only. Like I feel like 50% of you, this person is coming back, but you're going to have sex with them, and then they're going to detach themselves and they're going to be thinking about it first, but you're already in love with them. You have this Princess of Chalices, but yeah, that's that. And then person B is somebody who you've been really, really interested in, but you feel like this person is much more focused on the activities, that is much more self-focused. Person B right now is doing the exact same thing that person A was doing, which is detaching, distancing, or withdrawing all energies, resources, efforts, and things. You guys are the Eight of Pentacles, so you're still putting in the effort. I feel like with person B, this person will consider you. They have not made a decision as of yet, because it's a Prince of Pentacles. Princess of Pentacles is calculating her pennies. Okay? But you love the friendship aspect of that. It's a good feeling to be with them. It's a good feeling because it has a very, very fun and adventurous, and you know, the friendship aspect is just really good with this person. I feel like after probably like the next reading that I'm doing, you guys are still in the midst of not making any type of decision, okay? Between two people. All right, so it's so long, I'm really sorry, but I really hope that you find like a lot of clarity that you've been looking for, Capricorn, and I'll see you guys next week for your next weekly reading. Bye-bye.